It's too late. How we doing? I forgot to hit the. Yeah, I hit this go live before I transferred into my countdown. So we're not gonna count down. We're just gonna be right here. So tonight's just a random live stream. Me and John are gonna. Well, John is gonna help me learn and stuff. So we're just hanging out and talking. And basically, I wanted to actually go live so that we were actually doing it rather than just hypothetically. Well, if you did this would I just said let's just do it. So that's what we're doing. Yeah, that was pretty much it, right? Oh yeah. Oh yes, yes. Yeah, going right. Yeah, yeah. We know. Probably not. Yeah, because I literally scheduled it like what 2 minutes before we started talking. So I'll turn on. Oh wait, that's interview mode. I'll turn on the. Oops. Good lord. Yes. And yeah, just to see. Um, but yeah. Oops. Yeah, but I couldn't turn it down because we messed with it last night. So never mind. I was just gonna turn on the background music, but I've got it turned off. It's just music. It's a on the sound pads. So like yeah, yeah. If I could figure out which one was assigned to the music, because I lowered them both and it didn't go right. Let's see. Let's see. That's what I'm doing right now. Let's see what happens. Correct. Yeah, I've got a duo. Yeah, I don't. I wish maybe so. I wouldn't have even bought this had the little situation I ran into with my Vocaster not happened. I would have never even bought one of these just because I wasn't at the point where spending this kind of money seemed practical for me yet. But I had so I don't know. Have you ever used a Vocaster? No, they are very good. They're actually quieter as far as like self noise when you're using your mics than this thing than the Rodecaster. They are very good, and I was using it for like a year, and I had downloaded like a virtual audio device. I downloaded a virtual audio device because I wanted. At the time, I was using because the Vocaster doesn't offer as much as in the way of like processing and EQ as the Rodecaster does. So I was using my OBS filters, and I wanted those to be in my live streams with Kevin, on EV Mux. And the only way to do that is to use a virtual audio device, and then the virtual audio device can monitor OBS, and then when you go into like things like Riverside, StreamYard, EV Mux, you can choose the virtual audio device as your microphone. So that's what I did. I was like, oh, this will be cool, and it worked. But Kevin always heard like this echo, and we couldn't figure it out. So I stopped doing it. Well, all of a sudden one day, now I had downloaded probably like 3 or 4 different virtual audio devices, and one of them just started. Oh no, they were all free, but one day, one just started randomly. No, there was black hole, like a one. I think it's called banana voice meter, banana something. Yeah. Anyway, one of those I can't even remember which one because it was like three or four. It just started causing a loop back, and it sounded like severe latency, and it was in everything I did. Recordings, didn't matter what mic, it didn't matter what input. I was like, what in the world is this? And I spent like a couple months. I couldn't make videos. I couldn't do nothing. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy something else. It's obviously something. I thought something was clashing between the Vocaster software and OBS. So I bought the Rodecaster, and then about 9 months later, I figured out that it was just one of those that I didn't see because I didn't have it on the desktop. I wasn't using it that I knew of, but it was on. So once I uninstalled that software, all of a sudden the Vocaster worked again. I was like, oh, I guess I didn't need to buy a Rodecaster, but yeah, yeah, it's worth it. Yep. You want to hear something funny? This whole time, we've been private. I don't know. And I don't like that it automatically goes to private because I didn't choose private. I didn't even think to look, but I wouldn't have known. Yeah. Oh, like on the computer? Let's see. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I can go public right now. So I'm just gonna do that because I'm a goober. See, these are reasons why I want to do things like this with you. So just because. Yeah. Oh no, it's Kilobyte. What's up, man? How you doing? Yeah. to actually do it. They said, what? He says you're muted. You're you're not muted on it says on YouTube. Let me just check. It's not muted in the software. You're not muted on it says on YouTube. Let me just check. It's not muted in the software. Yeah. You're not muted on I don't know. Yeah, it's another good reason that we're why would it be muted? Because up in my sound levels for Ecamm, the interview guests are not muted. You're not muted in the interview mode. I'm glad somebody popped in and is telling us these things. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's because we're on the chat, on Duo Chat? So go to the oh wait, what'd you say? Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's unchecked, right? Or is it? Or it's?
Let's see that. Let us
is
know
it
if
checked?
you can hear John now. Oh, it's unchecked now.
Testing. Okay, it's unchecked now.
Yeah.
Let's see if they hear it. There's a little latency there.
Oh, actually, I can just turn this volume up and find out. Yeah, no, you're good now.
Yeah. Okay.
You're good. So that's what it was.
Okay, so that's one way of doing it. Another way is, let's try this also, is maybe go to so when I speak on your roadcaster, do I come through the chat? Now I come through the chat channel still?
Well,
on the roadcaster, does it show up on the chat channel?
Yep.
Okay, so which means you can control me separately. So if you lower my mic, would they stop hearing it? I assume you would. That people would stop hearing me.
Yeah, no, they can't hear it. Now it's muted.
Yeah, what? Okay, so I'm gonna keep talking and ask them if they can still hear me speaking or not, even though.
So if you heard
have
that,
me lowered.
You said Ernesto.
Yeah, Ernesto. Ernesto's kilobyte.
Just let us know. I'm gonna start slowly turning him down while he's talking. Just let us know.
Yeah.
If you
so
hear him or if it gets quiet.
Yeah. See if when you're doing it on your fader, right? On your Rodecaster Duo's fader. Okay. As I'm speaking,
even I won't be able to hear you.
Yes, that's correct. And I want to make sure that I'm going to keep talking and then see if they can give you the feedback. You can let me know. I guess I can see the chat too. Good now, he says. I wonder
that
if
was when we switched that system.
Oh, okay. And so if they can't hear me, then we need to figure something out. This is really good for me also, because I don't use this a lot.
Yeah.
And I couldn't tell.
So
Zoom. what I would like for us to get to, it's just my goal, is to get to where you hear what people are hearing instead of people hearing something other than what you're hearing. So I want your Rodecaster to reflect your live stream.
He said, I can hear John. Phil did.
Even when it's all fit. Okay.
He might be joining in late because I already turned you down. So if you're listening right now, Phil, I'm gonna turn him down again, like the way you told
Okay,
me.
yeah. I'm gonna keep talking, and you can tell Phil to tell us if he can hear
And I'm
me
using the
talking.
fader on the Roadcaster
Yes, and I guess when that's faded all the way down, you don't hear it too. But I'm still
right,
coming through Zoom guests, not Zoom guests, like
for you.
interview guests. Am I still coming through
So
interview
now
guests?
you're turned all the way back up.
Okay, okay.
You know what? I
So
could
now you
just
can hear me.
mute it instead of moving the
Yes, you
fader.
could, yeah. Let us know if you still hear me. Now I'm muted, right?
I've gone
Clay,
back and
you can't
forth.
hear
Yeah,
me, right?
I can now. Yeah.
Oh, you get to in and out, in and out.
Yeah.
So here's a question for you, Clay. When you're looking at the sound levels meters on your Ecamm, do you see me coming in as interview guest, and that level is moving, right?
Yes.
Um, right, Kevin is Joe.
Yeah, Joe. What's up, Joe?
Okay. I can hear John, but Clay got quieter. Oh,
Okay,
maybe it was you just turning
we
away.
didn't adjust mine at all.
Okay, so you guys never heard me get cut off, right? So I think so. What happens is that we were just gonna geek out on Ecamm settings.
Yeah.
I'm figuring it out myself
Yeah.
because I don't use this portion of it a lot. So when I had you turn on uncheck system output mix mode, that is to get you to
So hang on. I'm gonna
bypass.
cut you off again, Phil. I
Okay,
haven't
okay,
done
yeah.
it, so I'm gonna do
No
it right now.
cut off.
You go
Okay,
ahead
all
and
right.
keep
Okay,
talking.
I'm gonna keep
John.
talking. Yeah. So yeah, can hear us the whole
So
time.
now
Okay, all right.
you shouldn't
So
be able to hear
now
him.
I'm still talking. I'm still talking. But can you hear me? Can you hear? I'm talking.
It's like watching one of those old movies where there's no sound.
No. Yeah, yeah. It's gonna have to dub in.
I'm gonna give him another like 5
Uh-huh.
seconds, and then I'll unmute you.
So
Okay.
so you guys can probably still hear me, right? But he thinks he can't hear me.
All right.
So
Now
let's
you're
see
back.
if that's the case. All right. So what you are constantly seeing me, for Clay. You're constantly seeing me coming in on your sound levels. I can hear John. Okay, so the whole time
there's no way because everything is going through my Roadcaster and I muted it.
But
Is he saying I can hear you literally every time I just turned you back on? Because you were muted.
the whole yeah. So which is why which is a good thing that we're going through this exercise, because on the thing that I had you uncheck is to bypass the Roadcaster. Ecamm is doing the mixing for you. And that's when things get complicated, because not everyone using Ecamm uses an external mixer. So it is really helpful when you uncheck the system output mix mode.
Uncheck it or check it?
When you have it unchecked, Ecamm is doing the mixing for you, which means all the mixes are showing up in sound levels window, which is why when you mute me, they still hear you. They still hear me.
They were still
if you mute me now, if you mute me on the sound levels, they can hear me, but you still can hear me.
Right.
So what I want to get to is get you set up so that you will. Oh, I remember now. I remember what the setting is now. It just came back. What you really wanted to do is have your speaker set to chat, and then have your microphone set to stereo, your Rodecaster Duo main stereo, and then have system output mix mode checked.
So
because you really want to.
All right. So speakers inside the settings. So you said
that is still chat.
In sound levels have what set?
Sound level have the stereo chat.
The regular main.
Yeah, the main one. Yes. Yeah.
Because mine. All right. I'm gonna do this.
What is currently? Is it currently on chat?
I'll cut you off for a second, but what's that?
What was it before you changed it to main?
It was on chat.
Stereo. Okay, got it.
Now,
so now
the settings, it's on chat.
Now system output mix mode. Did you change that yet?
No, I didn't. That's unchecked.
Okay, go ahead and check it. Your Ecamm testing.
Now
Let's see if I
it's
can hear
checked.
slap back or not. Testing. Check, check.
Now it says John. Now John is echoing.
Oh, okay. So, oh darn it. And
Is that because we're
okay,
on the main inside sound levels
maybe so.
and the
Maybe
duo
so.
chat?
Maybe let's try.
Oh wait, somebody just said echo gone.
Okay.
We didn't do anything.
Okay, yeah, maybe while you're switching.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe.
So, well, before you turn on system output mix mode, you'll hear the echo because when you switch your microphone on Ecamm to main, it is bringing my voice in, and because it's the main mix, right? It has my voice included as well. Previously, when you had it on chat, it doesn't, because it minus the sound, which is what with the sound that you are sending it out to the internet right now as you're streaming is whatever input you have selected on your sound levels, the first one.
So yeah,
and the reason why they couldn't hear me was because you have mix minus on, and when you have mix minus on, which is the chat one, the Rodecaster Pro 2 chat, that is without my mix. It's without the guest's mix. So now, everybody who's watching, they can hear both of us now.
Yeah,
normal,
can you hear us both?
Can you confirm that you can hear both of us?
We've got Levi and Phil that I know of.
All right. So let me see.
That's just the most recent.
8 people watching. Yeah, there are 8 people watching. So if they should hear both of us, and what I'd like for us to try out is to.
So just before you try anything out, I'm going to tell you what the settings are at. So in the sound levels, yes, you can. They can hear us both. In the sound levels, we've got Rodecaster Duo main. In the Ecamm preferences for speakers, we're at Rodecaster Duo chat. And we've got system output mix mode checked.
Correct.
Okay.
And you also have map input channels 1 and 2 to
checked.
Left and right checked. Yes. Yeah, that's good. But you don't have anything else. You don't have enable echo cancellation, like for external speakers. You don't, right?
No,
okay.
but
right,
automatically
cool. So
mute microphone and guest audio during video is checked.
Is checked. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We want that. Yeah.
Wait. Now I'm hearing. Am I hearing slap back now? Check.
I'm not hearing it.
No.
Maybe the chat is hearing it, but I'm not. And I'm using closed back headphones. So.
Now, yeah, I wonder if I thought. Oh, but there's another thing that we need to look at. So right now, at least while I'm looking at the other thing, there's always something. You can fade me or mute me, and they should hear what you hear, which is what I really want
on the Rodecaster. Okay.
Yeah.
So go ahead and.
Because do I still show up on your guest interview guest channel on your sound levels? Yeah. Okay.
You show up there,
but it's not doing the mix anymore.
And you show up in the chat.
I'm hearing a slap back now. So what should I need to do? I only hear it occasionally. Check.
That's exactly what I was hearing.
Test.
If you check that email that I sent you, that's exactly what it was. It was like a garbly, like a gurgle, like
yeah.
Like I don't know.
So
it's hard to describe, and it wasn't consistent either. It was like just sporadic.
Oh, I know why. Remember I said that you should leave your main multi. What is it? Check on your Rodecaster for me. If I'm gonna go into it because I have to see it to tell you where it is. So if I go into the settings and go to outputs and then go to routing.
Yep.
And then go to, and you can use your dial to turn it down, and then go to USB 1.
Yep.
And see if it's main mix minus.
Mix minus.
I think I have you set to mix minus. Try changing it to main mix and see if it works. We're
So
testing it out too.
it says
Switch it
this
to main
setting can
mix.
cause unwanted echo if used incorrectly.
Yeah, we can always come back.
Okay.
And let's see if that does anything.
Now what are we
Check.
looking for? If they hear a difference?
Yeah. And if that eliminates my slapback. So yeah,
gotcha.
keep talking and see if I'm only hearing it when you are speaking, like what you were describing to me earlier.
Were you hearing that slapback when I was talking or just when you were talking?
Usually when you were talking.
Okay.
Which is very similar to what you guys were describing to me last night, Kevin and you.
It's like somebody's talking underwater. You know, it's just a.
So yeah, it's like a little bit garbled. And, and can people still hear us both okay right now? Just became a member.
Oh, who?
Hey.
Oh, thank you.
Kilobyte.
I really appreciate that. As more people become members, we'll start. I've kind of already got some things set up, but I need more people to be, like, you know, to make it worth it, so that I can start coming up with different things for each level. So, thank you very much. Huge help, Ernesto.
Okay,
all right, so Phil said earlier that it sounded good.
Yeah, they wouldn't hear. It's me that we have to fix for your guests. I think.
Well, somebody just said, Levi just said, yes, I can hear you both fine.
Okay, cool. So I think, but I'm hearing the slapback that you guys were experiencing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna play that and see if I hear it. Hang on. To confirm that I'm hearing the same thing you guys are describing to me. So I'm going to play that, and it will probably come through to you too. So
okay. Yes, Jess, this is me streaming. We're basically testing things and learning. I don't hear it yet.
Okay, so
let me turn this off.
You guys don't hear it because I play it on my Mix Minus channel.
Oh, is this the email that the audio file I sent you? Just said, tell Ecamm to add fish. I don't know if you've seen that.
Add a fish. What is a fish?
When we stream on EV Mux, they can hit the O multiple times, and it will put up these little shaking fish that are like they're going no.
It's like an overlay.
It's just in their comments. In their comments, you'll see little fish.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I see.
And it's got to be I would assume an EV Mux thing, because that's the only thing I've ever seen that happen on.
Okay, so now I really need to figure out how can we do this correctly, because I'll have to think about it. I have to think about how we wanted to do this. Yes.
Yeah.
Just occasionally, kind of like what you were describing
just
to me.
Sporadic. Yep. It's exactly what we were.
Which means it's not going to be there when you switch your sound levels input to chat. But the issue is then people are going to not hear me.
Do you think you're hearing it because I have sound levels set to main and the Ecamm set to chat?
Yes. And so
why don't we try
wonder,
changing the Ecamm preferences to main?
That would let's try it, but I suspect it's still gonna be there.
Okay.
Because we turn Mix Minus off, and if you turn Mix Minus on, then people can't hear me. So go ahead and try it. Change
put it to main.
Your speaker to main, and then.
So in my headphones, all that happened was you got quieter.
Yeah, because you now have to control me using your
Oh,
fader
yeah.
for
Okay.
USB 1.
So now I got you
Yeah.
back up.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is worse.
Oh, it's worse?
No, it's about the same. It's about the same.
So it's still doing it.
Yeah. It's still doing, yes. And let's see. Now, you still have mix minus turned off. You haven't turned on mix minus on your Rodecaster for your USB 1 yet, so that'll be a next step. But the issue is, I need to, let's carry on the conversation a little bit and see if
Okay.
I hear it, because I heard it a little bit. There's another part in there that I didn't get to check with you
It's
is
funny.
in the interview mode.
I'm just laughing because now you're hearing it and you're seeing why I was going nuts last night. It doesn't ruin the stream, it doesn't ruin the experience, but you hear it and you're like, that's not supposed to be
Yeah,
there.
I think that shouldn't be there for your
Right.
guests' sake.
Right, right.
So that's good that we're testing it. The part that I think I would like for you to look at it, which I don't know if you can because you are using it, the interview in the interview panel.
Mm-hmm.
If you, I don't know if you can while you're inside of it. Are you able to go to your interview panel and the window and then go down to the little gear icon on your interview settings, and where you kind of set up the title and
do you want to see
dark mode and all that?
I'll do a
no. You just tell me.
Okay,
I don't think you can see it unless you can do.
No, I was going to do live demo, but so it says, it opens up and it says page title. The page title will show up when the link. Okay.
So the settings that's underneath it.
So
is everything checked,
what's
or
checked
what
is default to dark mode, which I'm going to leave because I like dark mode. Show viewer comments, allow private chat, show viewer count, and the one that's not checked is disable audio processing for guests. And it says musicians mode.
Musician mode. Yeah. Are you able to check it?
Yep.
I don't know if it's gonna.
I didn't hit save yet.
Yeah, go ahead and click save, and then all your affect is it'll affect me. I mean, people in the live stream.
So it says guests must reconnect. Turn off audio processing.
Oh, okay.
Setting will take effect after the guests disconnect and reconnect. Do you want to disconnect all guests?
Okay, do that and I'll come back.
Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't reconnect you automatically, just dial right back in and I'll just kind of sit here and wait. Okay.
I will do that. Okay.
All right, so now we're going to wait for him to jump back in. And can you guys still, whoever's there still, can you still hear me as we sit here and mess with all these different settings? We are just so curious. But this is good. This is good information to learn and figure out on the fly. And the only way to do it is to actually go, hey, there he is.
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Now you're back. Do you hear that noise?
Okay, all right. I actually hear it more, which is confirming what what we needed to do.
Okay, so you want me to switch that? But it's probably going to disconnect you again.
No. I think what we need to do is have you do this. Let me think.
That's all right. Think.
Try this. Change everything back to chat channel. Oh, well, you have the chat channel is still on. Oh, no, you change everything.
It's all,
So change everything to chat.
Okay.
But then uncheck the system output mix mode.
Okay.
I think that is the best that we can do. That I can think of.
In sound levels, we are on chat. In Ecamm preferences, we are on chat for speakers. And we have system output mix mode unchecked.
Okay, perfect. And that now they should hear both of us. The only thing that you have to watch out is if you want to mute your guest, and then I'll figure something out how to do it properly, because this is not the way that I would like it to be. Because I would like it for you, I would like for you to get to a point where you should be controlling your guest's sound
Through my Roadcaster.
the same way as your roadcaster. Not right now. We're kind of using both.
Yeah.
We're using Ecamm to mix it for you. We're also using roadcaster for you to hear. So it's routed. Whatever the live stream is hearing is our picture got a little bit fuzzier just on our end. I'm just reporting back to you
On your okay, yeah. So it's still crystal clear on this end.
And so what I was doing was just to confirm something, and I'll try to see if I can explain it to you. It's super, and I'm also not very articulate sometimes when it comes to routing. What happened is when what we recently turned off or unchecked the musician mode is
Right.
trying to tell Ecamm's interview mode or the server to not remove the echo or the slapback for your guests. When it is unchecked, it enabled the echo cancellation, which is why sometimes you hear it, sometimes you don't. The server itself is trying to remove the slapback. The reason why I have you remove it is to confirm that our routing is incorrect. Because as I was saying last night when we were talking offline, when you really want a communication software to always use the matching input and output, use chat in the microphone, use chat in the speaker. And if that channel on your roadcaster has mix minus turned on, you're all set. Which is still
I'm
true.
On mix minus on everything, so.
Yes, I had you turn off. I just had you turn off the mix minus for main. I'm not sure if you turned it back on or not, but I earlier had you turn it off to test.
Oh yeah, so I don't think I fixed that.
Yeah, so this is a confirmation, not a solution, that the routing now is correct, right? In order for your guests not to hear it, and that's why for my show, what I do, I want to hear the real audio, not the fixed audio by the software that facilitate the communication, because then you're not truly hearing the issue, right? If we route things incorrectly, like what we did earlier,
you're just gonna hear what the software has output.
Yeah, exactly. So, which is why it was kind of like hard to pinpoint, because sometimes it happens when the software is not very good at removing echo, the slapback. So, we can confirm that you need to have chat if you are hosting a call inside of Ecamm. And
you need to be on chat on both. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. And until you change it to a Zoom call, the benefit to using a Zoom call is because I get to choose that independently. So I get to when I'm in a Zoom call, there's a switch that you have to turn on too for you to manually manage that, and therefore I use chat channel for my guests and me to communicate inside of Zoom, but then my output on Ecamm I'm using main, which means there's no mix minusing, and therefore your viewers can hear both of us. If mix minus is turned on to help us communicate and not have slapback, and if you use that same channel to send out to your live feed won't hear me because they're hearing the mix minus channel essentially.
Right.
So in order to add back the sound of me speaking with the interview guests, you would want to make sure that the interview guest signal is there, which it should be on Ecamm, That is the only way. Let's say somebody said my voice is louder and you want to turn me down a little bit lower. You can't use your roadcaster to do it because the roadcaster is, you are actually using the when it comes to your guest voice, it is not mixed by the roadcaster, it is mixed by Ecamm. So if you want to change my level, you have to change it inside the sound levels window.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I started to drift.
You tried to
like,
fade out because even I started to drift a little bit. So let me recap and make it sound a little bit more like English. In this current setup, you are telling Ecamm to mix your voice and everything else that comes from your roadcaster except my voice. Your guest voice is mixed by, it's almost like you're having two mixers.
Yeah.
One is generally on your roadcaster except my voice because we're using Ecamm to make the call. So it doesn't go through the roadcaster. My voice has to be added to your feed by using the essentially the mixer inside your sound levels window. So if you go ahead and mute me or lower the interview guest, you will see you have to use your eye to make sure that whether or not it goes out to your feed. You can't hear it because you're monitoring your roadcaster. You're not monitoring the live feed, which is why I don't quite like it, because ideally you would want to hear.
So it's working. I dragged yours down, and even on the roadcaster, it's showing a lower.
Oh, it does. If you mute me, when you mute me, does it stop me from coming?
I didn't mute you. I just have you turned way down. Let me mute you. Now go ahead and talk. Yeah. All right. So if I mute you, it completely cuts you out of the roadcaster.
Okay, and then you stop hearing it too, right? Okay.
Yes, I stop hearing it too.
Okay. So that is the only thing that you have to use the Ecamm's mixer, their sound levels to control if you need to change my level or if you want to mute me. Otherwise, if you just mute me on your roadcaster, it's not going to take any effect.
The live stream will still hear me. I won't hear you, but they still will. Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, to me, and it's not an ideal situation, but I believe that is the only way, unless I can think of some other ways for us to route this.
Kevin said you didn't do this.
That was an inside joke. Yesterday we were doing this to indicate who's muted,
who's not. Yeah.
Okay.
He's like you didn't put up the X for mute.
Wow.
Let's see, you also need
yeah.
Rocket Tech to control audio on Ecamm and Roadcaster. Rocket Tech? Is that a software that you're mentioning?
Oh, hi, John. John Lowe is a friend of mine. He's in Malaysia. Cool. You also need Rocket Tech. Oh, I think he just meant like rocket science, like.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. See, he's feeling like I felt when you were doing your speech.
Yeah.
And it was like,
yes.
For about half of it, I was like, yep. And then I was like, wait, no, wait. You know?
Which sometimes it's there's a reason why sometimes people don't want to talk too much about the audio side of Ecamm when you have an additional mixer, because it can get complicated quickly, especially when you when you don't host a call using interview mode. It's less complicated, but it's not that bad. It's just essentially you got to know what to turn on, what to not turn on, to make sure it works. So what we learned in your situation is, because you do use interview mode, and so far it's working well. It has
we've had no issues tonight, no freeze, no kicking you out.
Which is the main reason why we started the whole conversation was that particular issue.
Yeah.
But see how many things at least
I know.
I relearned from our conversation of one issue. And
because it branches off. That's how things work. You got a line, and then it goes. There's a branch here, and then there's a branch off of that one, and then the next thing you know, you're on this total different field.
I just embrace and use my my patience that I used to use for my tech supporting my mom iPhone. And
so for those that weren't here last night, your friend, whoever else wasn't watching it last night, typically I have my internet, my Ethernet was, because I have a Mac and there's no Cat 5 plugs on it, or Cat 6, whatever they're using, but so I had to have this adapter from Anchor, which I always thought it works good. It actually does work good. We unhooked.
It depends on what you do.
Right. So we unhooked my Ethernet from this because this is a Cat 5 to a USB-C, and that's how I was getting hardwired internet. I unhooked it, and I connected my Ethernet into the back of my docking station. I have a Wavelength Thunderbolt. It's a Thunderbolt 4. And ever since I did that, my speeds went up about 200 megabytes per second. What was it? About 200? So the speeds went up, and so far we haven't had, John has, but John, it's just one. You're just one guest.
Yeah.
It does pose the question for me, is it
we had
only
Kevin last night.
But not tonight. So is it just an issue when I have more than one guest?
You should have Phil call because he was asking in there.
Was he?
He said, Clay, do you think the freezing issue is with his internet connection, or is it or did we fix it? So we think we fixed it.
So Phil said that?
Yeah, Phil just is that Phil? Like PJB, it's Phil, right?
Yeah, that's Phil. So the answer would be no, Phil, because last night it happened to John and Kevin. So we're thinking that it was because my internet was going through this. There was like some sort of packet loss.
Yeah.
I'm not dressed for it, or I would jump in. What's that mean? You're in your house, man. If you've never seen his Christmas card, or if you have seen his Christmas cards, this comment would not surprise you at all.
Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you'll end up getting one.
Oh gosh. But I really haven't, and here's the reason why. I'm 2 years into using this, and I'm still learning. Because when I first started using Ecamm, I was only using interview mode for maybe a month, a couple of months. Yeah. And then they came out with the newer version that has Zoom Zoom, the app embedded inside the application, and they call it Ecamm for Zoom. And that is when it works really well for me, because to the point where I'm a cheapskate, right? I even try to avoid paying for Ecamm because I just thought, my podcast is I'm not making a lot of money from it.
Right.
And
right.
I don't want to, have this extra expenses. But of course, when I started using it, I see all the benefits and why I keep paying for it, right? And to the point where I am happily paying as long as I can afford. Still responsible. As long as I can afford, I'm happily paying for my Zoom subscription because it made my guest experience so much better. So I don't feel like, oh, sorry, you don't do this. When you hit this, don't do that. Or don't turn your head to the left because it'll break. I don't want to
turn your head to the left.
So I willingly pay for Zoom for that purpose. But I think it works. As long as now we figured it out, all you need to know is your guest voice is now mixed by Ecamm because we unchecked the system output mix mode. So the only thing that you want to be careful is to not mute your guest on your roadcaster while I'm like cussing you're like I'm like talking bad stuff and you muted it on there. I said I have something bad to talk about John Lowe, and you muted it on your roadcaster and you can't hear it anymore. And I kept talking bad about John Lowe, and here it is out on the internet for John Lowe
Oh,
to
right.
hear.
Like
Because-
I'm thinking I'm muting it. Right.
yeah, and you tell me, so okay, you're muted, you're safe. So then here I am
So,
talking bad about John Lowe.
Would it be, I'm guessing that a fix all for that would be to mute you in the interview mode.
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Anytime you want to do my level or muting, use Ecamm's sound level. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna mute you in interview mode right now, and you just
Okay.
say what you got to say. And if everything's working right, then this will confirm for me to know where to mute him at. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and put you back on.
So I
There you
was saying that what's good is if you do that when you mute me in Ecamm's sound levels, you also do not hear me on the roadcaster, which means in your ears you also don't hear me.
Oh, okay.
Correct?
Well, just now when I did the interview mode, I didn't hear you, and I'm guessing they didn't.
Yeah. Let's see some confirmation. Oh God, my eyes.
Yes, Kevin asked if there. Let me just throw that up there. He said if there are multiple guests, is there only one level in Ecamm for guests? Yes.
Yes.
There is one level, so I can't. But on the
Same
interview
thing for
side,
roadcaster too.
yeah, on the interview mode side, I can individually go in and lower or raise each
Each guest, correct. And you can also mute individual, like in the interview window. You can.
Yep.
You can mute individual.
Yeah, I can go in and change their name and mute them, adjust the volume.
Yeah.
So kind of like
So
I'm trying to compare it to EV Mux for Kevin, but yeah, you can do that.
So that's what you need to do. You really don't lose out anything, except for the fact that you just need to tell yourself that when you want to mix my level, you need to do it on the Ecamm side, because Ecamm is hosting the call, and therefore you need to use it to change things. Don't give Clay that much power.
I want all the power. Oh, you should have seen it today. Today was hilarious. Bark, do you know Obscure Mics? You may not, because he's not into like the stuff that you do.
I mean, I saw him yesterday. Well, I mean, when
He's
doing a live stream, I saw him.
Yeah, so he was doing a live stream today, and he wanted to change mics midstream, and me and Kevin do it all the time. And he was asked, he's like, I don't know if I can do it, and I said, yeah, you can. And he was like, all right, Clay said I can, so I'm gonna change mics. And when he switched, he never got his sound back. He ended up.
Wait, what does he? What mixer does he use?
I don't know which one he was using. I know he's got several, but he never got his sound back. He had to end the live and come back on. So then, so then when he came back, it was, dude, I was dying. I was taking my stepdaughter somewhere, and I'm not gonna use he was cussing me out like left and right, like for a solid. I mean, actually, the whole rest of his second live stream, every now and then he would just be like, "F Clay, F," and I was dying laughing. It was so funny. And then I felt bad. I'm like, I don't know why that happened, because me and Kevin switch all the time. Because when you're streaming, like right now, the mic input is
somebody.
It's Phil.
Did somebody call?
The mic input
okay.
is your audio interface, not your individual mic. And it says, let's see, how do I?
Yeah, we can add
him?
Phil. Once he's added to the interview, once it's added to your mixer, you can just shift click him, and we'll have a 3-way split.
To my switcher. Oh, okay, right here. So shift.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then there you go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Now, if it freezes, we can blame it on Phil.
Can you hear me though?
Or see,
we can hear you.
yeah, you turn up a little bit.
There we go. Okay, let me turn it up a little bit. How's that? Is that better?
A little higher.
Is that better? Is that
Higher.
better? A little louder. Testing 1 2 3 1 2 3.
A little bit more.
Seriously?
Yeah. What do you got?
I'm in the red though.
Okay.
That's the interesting thing. There we
I don't
go.
know.
Okay,
Sounds
that's fine.
sounds
There's,
good now.
Okay.
Um,
So I know I just joined in because you sent me the link, but I'm gonna have to go here in like 60 seconds.
Oh, that's
I'm
fine.
meeting somebody for a marketplace exchange.
I thought
and
you.
selling
I thought
something,
he
so.
said you asked, so I sent you a link.
No, I was just asking if you thought maybe the issue is with my internet connection.
No,
Yeah,
no, I don't think it's
Causing the
yours.
freezes.
I don't. I
But at
don't
least in
think
the
it
next
was,
60 seconds, we can test to see if it freezes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Chances are it's not gonna.
You know what? This person is getting an incredible deal. I have just
So they
decided
can wait.
Yeah,
So you can be
everything I sell on Facebook Marketplace, I'm marking up 20% beyond what I think the price should be, because people are shameless. They're ridiculous. I post
Yeah.
like, this is what it sells for, and this is what I'm selling it for, and it's never been used, and fuck you. They always ask for more
You
money
take
off.
25 cents off.
Just yeah. I just need
So
more
anyway.
money.
No freezing.
Well, it's not freezing.
Everything looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it Kevin
I mean,
says?
you're
Kevin is
just
gonna
gonna have to keep testing,
drop,
and then
shut down. I can leave the connection open if you want.
I think he meant to say Phil's gonna stop, drop, shut them down, and then open up shop. It's the stop, drop, whatever X gonna
Yeah.
give it to you.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
that was
I'm
really,
glad this could
really
help. I gotta go.
Tacky that we
All
all
right.
did that at the same time. All right, man. See you later.
All right, take care.
Bye,
Good
Phil.
luck, man. Glad you're working
Yeah.
it
now
out.
sometimes here's the issue that I want to point out, and I want Ecamm to fix it. Is if you have yeah, that dropped. Okay, so that's good. Did
Yeah.
you do it, or did you
No,
shift click
no.
him off?
No.
Okay,
No.
so on Zoom it doesn't do that. I wish it would. On
Oh, it
Zoom it
just
doesn't
leaves it
automatically
there
take him out.
froze?
Yeah, leave a black hole, which I hate.
Oh.
So typically on your switcher, you can just, if they turn off the camera, not got offline, you can just shift click the camera off, because the thing is the connection is still there, and therefore you can just shift click that person that turned off their camera, which is just a black.
Yeah.
But if they got offline, that box is not highlighted anymore, which means you cannot shift click it to get it off because it's inactive.
'Cause it's not
and
there,
therefore, yeah. So what
So
I
how do
have
you
to
get rid of
do
it?
then is I have to re-add. So click one person again, and then.
So that's why
so
you always end up
re-add
showing
you.
like a couple of us for a second, and then you'll.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a pain.
mean-
But you know what? You're good at it, so you're used to it now.
Yeah.
You're
You,
like-
you kind of have to get used to it. Yeah, and well, which is fine. And sometimes it visually, because I change mine quite a bit, because my goal, I typically want to have a reason why I switch. Sometimes the conversation is like what we're doing tonight. There's no reason why you want to switch, but my producer head is if my guest is talking and I'm not talking as much after a while, rather than just waiting to see keeping me up,
Yeah.
looking like I'm listening or doing something else, I would just prioritize them, and then they go full screen. So let's say if I'm talking a lot and you want to not show you taking a sip of water or something, you can just quickly click on me, go get your water, and then come back, shift click on you.
I
and
was
then-
actually
yeah.
thinking of that earlier. I was like, because and it has to do with drinks. Because if I run out, I'm gonna go get water. If
Yeah.
I turn around, and get up, there's a good possibility you'll see something you don't want to see. So you can ask Phil. You can ask Phil about that. So that's what I was like. I was like, well, if I do have to get up and do anything, I'll just go like this. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah, and
And
nobody
then-
will
and-
know the wiser.
And my studio also, like, the portion you see is what I want you to see, and outside of that, well, and then of course, when you do that, it flips the image.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it pushes me to the.
To the left.
To-
So
to
how
the-
do I
the right.
fix that?
So what you need to do is you want to prioritize you first.
the
The
right.
first person would get to the left. So left to right, and then left to right, top to bottom. So the more people you have, you're gonna see the first person will also be on the top left corner. Last
So
person.
like
on
if I wanted to
bottom right.
wanted to do that, like say I went like this, and then I wanted to
Go
switch
to
it
you
back,
first?
I have to go to me first and then you.
Then shift click there.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but it becomes second nature. Like very quickly, you'll learn how to kind of organize that. And I do, and which is why sometimes I have templates. I built templates of what they call a camera placeholder. So I
Yes,
have
yes.
layouts.
So I saw those. I watched on Daniel Chai, on one of his videos about the placeholders, and I thought, oh, this is good. This is how, and it's so much information that I didn't retain all of it. So like, it's like you learn a little, you learn a lot, you remember a little. You learn a lot more, you remember a little more.
Which is, I think it's good. Like I think that's what learning is. Learning isn't, in an ideal world, a genius maybe, is they see it once and they retain the information. Learning to me, and because I have a channel called Learner to Learner, right? So I should be talking about that.
Yeah.
Learning
What a
to
place
me,
I was gonna say, what a
plug.
person to be talking about. Yeah, to talk about learning.
learning is knowing that you can have the information. Learning is
And
not
knowing is half
just
the battle.
retaining. Yeah, exactly. And so when you know you can do something, even if you don't know how to do it, eventually you'll get there. The issue is either it's pride or it's just a lack of knowledge that you think you know everything already. Then you're not open to the idea of learning new information.
Yeah, no, that's
which
definitely
is
not it for me.
the attitude. If as long you will get it, because 2 years ago,
Somebody caught that.
I-
You didn't, but somebody else did. G.I. Joe. When I said learning is half the battle, it was a G.I. Joe reference.
I said somebody got it. Who is it? Oh,
Kilobyte.
it's Ernesto.
Ernesto.
Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. Like I learn, and I have to rinse and repeat, and it's like,
Which is
like I said,
part of the learning process.
yeah. If I try to learn about 5 things today, I'm gonna retain 2, maybe 3, maybe, and then the next time I go, I try to learn those same 5 things. Now I'm gonna definitely remember 3, maybe 4, and then I'll learn those 5 things again, and I'm 4, maybe 5. Like it's just over and over. So that's how it is for me.
Just remember that it is possible. You don't. I always say when I try to, especially trying to explain audio routing, I know our brains always explode. I remember Charles who's a friend of mine, come to the show my show all the time. He always said, "Oh, my brain, I just can't." He has like, I can't.
Yeah.
It's enough. My brain is exploding.
Charles is he the one that just recently shaved off his beard?
Did he shave his beard? He's the one with the.
It doesn't matter. I was just trying to put a face to it.
He has a beard. Did he shave? I don't think he did. But he's somebody I got to know from during the pandemic when we were all locked at home, and we used this app called Clubhouse. I don't know if you guys heard of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we knew, and my show, the 2 shows that I do on my channel, Roadcaster User Meetup and Soundcheck, both came from that. We would open rooms, and then people would come in, and we would kind of troubleshoot the audio for them, audio issues. And I just got my Roadcaster OG, the original one, during the pandemic, and so I would selfishly, I would open up this house called Roadcaster User Meetup, so that people would come. People are,
So
see
you
that?
could learn.
I have
So
a
you could
Roadcaster,
learn.
so I can learn
Yeah.
from them.
Yeah,
And
no, I know.
which is,
yeah.
the whole
Smart.
concept of Soundcheck and Roadcaster User Meetup all kind of solidified the idea of the Learner to Learner channel. Is I kind of like don't want, and I'll share a little story about that. I sometimes want to be more careful with the hierarchy of I know everything and I'm going to teach you all that. And some teachers do that nicely, and some people don't. So
Right.
you create this hierarchy that shut out some people who want to learn. People come in and learn at different levels. Some people have a lot of experience. Some people are teachers for sound, whatever. They have lots of experience. But what I love about the community that I'm starting to form through my channel is no matter how experienced they are, like Joe is super experienced. He never come in and lecture. It's like, oh, you said the wrong thing. People are understanding that we are here to learn things, right? It doesn't matter if you have the knowledge to share
all the right words.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is why I want to make sure I'm the hand holding person, because I have the patience and I have the gift of trying to, at least at some point, to not give up and hold your hand until you get it. Even if you don't get it now, maybe 6 months from now you might.
Oh yeah, you definitely
I want
have
to be
that.
there.
Yep, you definitely have that.
So I got my training from tech supporting my mom. So that's the thing. My mom is in Malaysia, so I have to do this remotely, and not until recently that her iPhone did not have remote access, right? So I have to use words to describe to my mom. May not always get the interface, you know. So I had to be very patient because, and she's my mom, so I have to be very patient. And I personally was the receiver of the other end of how people just shut me out because I don't know, and I don't want that to happen to anybody. At least I try not to. One time during Clubhouse, I was trying to learn why my Rodecaster does not function the way I expect it to function. I later on found out about it myself, but I wish the person that I look up to as a teacher who was teaching about podcasting and sound, I went into the room and asked that question. He said, no, you just can't do that. I said, I know. Can you explain to me why? I said, no, you don't need to know. I was like, oh my gosh, that's not, yeah. And very short. And he was like, it doesn't work. You don't need to worry about that. That's not the purpose of why I asked that question. I asked that question is to try to understand the hardware whether it's right?
a usable thing or you can do it or not. You want to learn. So.
Yeah, exactly. I want to know why I can't do that. And later on, I did learn, but I learned it myself.
From somebody else.
And from myself. But like I figured, oh, that is why. Okay. And so that became very clear when that becomes sort of like my North Star. I don't want to repeat that same learning opportunity to teach.
Yeah.
Because you have the teacher, quote, right? The teacher who has the information has explained it maybe 10,000 times. But as a learner, I'm just wanting to hear it for the first time. So you got to go to the learner's level and not say, trust me, just don't. just don't need to learn because you don't get it. I just hate that feeling.
Well, I really like the way you are with that patience and that wanting to, but it's also okay to have some structure to it. It's also okay if you're trying to teach everybody something. Let's one at a time. Let's fix one problem and then we'll move on to the next one. It's okay to do that.
Yeah, you still have to manage it. Otherwise, it's chaos.
Right. And then who's not learning in the midst of that chaos?
Yeah, and also another thing too is we used to do sound check for 6 hours. People would come in. Yeah, people would come in. And they would raise their hand and they'll come up and we'll do the sound check. And then by that time, there are already 5 people on the queue. And then we would go through everybody's sound check. Sometimes it's quick. Sometimes we have to troubleshoot. And Clubhouse is an audio form. And so we cannot see. I don't know what the mixer is. I used to have a stack of digital PDF of different mixers. And then I would go in there and I'll read the manual. I don't have one. And I'm trying to figure out if that's something that I can help them solve. So the discipline for me is because I still, we're talking about removing friction. I still need to go to work the next day on Wednesday. So I try to keep it 1 hour. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're starting at 9, right?
Yes, for sound check, yes.
And then you're doing
9 for you.
Learner to learner.
Yeah.
And then you're going, 9 for me. But whatever, 8 o'clock. But you're doing an hour, so you're going from 8 to 9 and then 9 to 10.
9 to 10, yeah. And then because it's weekly, you can come back. And I don't want to it's fun. I'm not providing everything that people need, and I have
Yeah.
people who reach out to me and wanted to have like a private sessions, and occasionally I would do that. But it's not something that I do generally, and so I haven't been accepting like personal client at this point. So, but it's learning, it's fun, and even trying to get in order to teach or in order to pass along the knowledge, you yourself have to learn first, which means there are things that I've already forgotten that
Yeah.
I have to test with you, relearn. I have to relearn to get you to the point where they can hear me and then I don't hear a slap back. So I have to relearn that because I only use it a couple of months, and I would say like more than a year and a half I was using Zoom this whole time. With
So
Ecamm.
I'm still considering doing the Zoom thing, but I'm gonna wait because if excuse me, if we have figured out how to iron out the little issue of the freezing that we were having, which it feels like we have, then I
You
don't
just have
necessarily
to test it for a few more live stream.
right.
Then yeah,
It does need to be tested more because I have seen this happen where, oh, we're good, and then the very next live stream it's not. So
yeah.
I don't
'Cause
trust it just yet.
You've been using that's not enough testing time
Yeah, I
yet
know.
because you've been using it a few times and then we don't see the issue, and then suddenly the issue became more consistent with
presents
the
itself.
freezing.
It's shy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's shy.
Yeah, just keep doing it. How often do you do your live stream using your Ecamm?
I haven't. So right now it's just every other Sunday.
Okay, so then
'Cause
you had to. I always have to do it at least 4 times to figure out if it's
Yeah,
consistent or not.
I do it with
If not more.
Phil and Joe. So it's not. It hasn't become real prevalent yet, and it hasn't become prevalent yet because of these problems. I keep having these problems, so I'm like, no, I need to really fine tune this so that when I start doing more live streams with Ecamm, I'm not going to be looking like a fool, Because I enjoy, I like you, I enjoy teaching people things if I can help. But how can I do
Yeah,
that?
the
if-
sharing of information, sharing of knowledge, I think
one of my
it's good.
favorite
It's
things.
Rewarding.
When I was using,
I
I told you the other night I was using Riverside a while back,
Mhm.
and we were having problems, and I told you I was making videos on how to fix those problems for people,
Uh-huh.
and sharing them on a Facebook group for Riverside. I got
Yeah,
more
yeah.
joy out of that, putting up a video and seeing somebody comment and saying that, wow, this helped, that like I have been struggling with something for X amount of time, and I watched your video and now it's all fixed, and I'm like, I don't know. That's
Yeah,
the
it's
good stuff.
rewarding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the good stuff to me.
I see the out. Oh, Jess. Okay, Jess says that Zoom has the worst quality for live streams, and I think maybe what that's referring to was if you live stream from Zoom itself, because Zoom you can do that, right? You can choose for that meeting to be live streamed.
Yeah.
But for when you use it with Ecamm, it's good that I'm glad that's brought up, because even when you do have Zoom, your video quality that you get is 720p with the base level, like the paid level, like the basic base level. And if you want to get 1080p,
720?
yeah, if you want to get 1080p, you have to go to the one level up, like a business level, which is what I pay for. They now have a separate add-on, but I think it depends on what you use. But if it gets to that point, just remember we had this conversation. You don't have to retain anything, and we'll revisit that conversation.
Right,
They
right,
now
right.
have an add-on. It's like a production add-on where it gives you functionality to get 1080p and get higher frame rate, like even 60 frames, 1080. You can do that now. So it's not. It depends on how you use Zoom to do the to live stream. If you live stream with Ecamm, you're only using Zoom inside of Ecamm to make the phone call connection. I think that
Yeah.
experience is superb for me, at least.
Within
And
Zoom?
for my guests too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not had any troubles. The only thing that I've ever noticed when I've gone on learner to learner with you is like the like what you saw earlier, like the video quality for me, for my picture. That's
Yeah.
it. That's
Yeah.
it.
And the
Aside from
reason
that,
why
it's
it's doing
seamless.
that, the reason why it's doing that, and there's also a bit of a latency too, like a delay. Your mouth does not quite match your picture on the
Right.
Zoom call, because what I'm doing is typically when you join as a panelist to my shows, you will join through Zoom, and then in Zoom I'm feeding you back the live feed, so you know what I'm showing the viewers, right?
Yeah.
And you definitely will see a degradation of quality if there are a bunch of people in there, and Zoom is just trying to make the call as efficient, and the first priority is pulling all, sometimes I have 10 guests, right? So all
Yeah.
10 guests coming in, they are pulling everybody's 1080p signal. As long as your guys' upload speed is good enough, they will serve me 1080p of all my 10 guests. And therefore, at some point, they're trying to kind of manage the load and the bandwidth by serving you guys all my signal to 10 of you at a reduced quality, so that it doesn't hurt the live stream. So it prioritizes the live stream so they get the best picture, low priority for you guys monitoring it.
Right.
Yeah, it's I just like it because it's a lot of people. Sometimes people join from their phone.
Yeah.
In some instances, I
It's
can
cool.
even turn on local call so they can
Yeah.
call in.
I don't think I could I don't think I could do what you do. It's too chaotic. You know, like I'm like "Ugh," I'd be lost. I'm very like I won't work. So my wife does, like, she's a baker. She's got her own little cake shop in downtown, and
Mm-hmm.
I will not work with her. Will not do it because she gets to be like everything's just flying and going, and I'm like, hang on, you know, like I'm like the you know, the sloth, the like. Yeah, Zootopia. Did you ever watch Zootopia?
Yeah.
At the DMV. That's me, and she's
Yeah.
like, "Brrr," and I'm like, no, I can't do this. Like, this is too much.
Yeah, when you have a scheduled guest, it's everything. You can test it out first, and then you can build it. And I just find the joy of being able to engage with people on YouTube. Previously, engagement on YouTube before live takes off
Oops.
was to yay.
So just
What is that?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. You can keep talking. I'm
subscribers. But so, what was I talking? Sorry, I got this. Oh yeah, I just like the fact that people now watching live can also be on the show, and
Right.
that's what intrigued me the most. Which is what we were doing on Clubhouse. And when I was switching, I was doing overlapping. I was doing on both sides, Clubhouse and YouTube, for over a year, because really the people that I started with were people from Clubhouse. And when I was on YouTube, I was like, there's just the hurdle just too big for people to want to call into the show. And oh wait, let's see if
What?
are you still there? Maybe you can still hear me. I think our picture freeze. I don't want to freak
Oh.
out too much. Oh, that now
Can you
it's
hear
back.
me?
Now you're back. It did not drop me, but the picture freezes.
I'm trying to. I wonder if that was an act, because there is in every software. EVMux, like
After
a
a
little
while.
glitch. Yeah, a little glitch. But see, it's back. The way it's been happening lately is he said both are good on YouTube. So it was not a typical one. The way it's been happening is
This is
you
the
guys-
earlier one.
Yeah.
This is
You
the
guys-
earlier one, not the dropping
Right.
off.
You guys would freeze and not be able to recover, and then it would just
Yeah.
it would just kick you out.
Yeah.
I want to put that back up. So I just blew that. Did you hear that plosive? I'm gonna
did
put
hear
this back up, but I'm gonna try to make it smaller, just to there.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. because I kind of want to keep it up. I'm very.
You can.
I'm
See,
very
here's the thing about
thankful.
Ecamm is you can build things live. You can just
As
slap
you're
things,
going,
putting
yeah.
on overlay as
Yeah.
you go. I just love that.
What's
What
better
was
is
I
I
talking
I was
about?
doing this while we were talking. I was
Uh-huh.
going over, getting a screenshot, placing the screenshot onto Canva. You know, like
Yeah, there you go. See,
on the
and
fly.
I think what I was talking about was the fact that I can engage people who are watching to be a part of the panel. Now, that to me is what I love about Clubhouse, because Clubhouse, anybody can come in, they raise their hand. If I approve them to come onto the stage, they can start speaking, right? But on YouTube, it's a little different. I remember when Aaron first joined, previously it was easier, but it was not safe because I was Zoom bombed during my live show, during my live stream.
What do you
And
mean?
because, so what I did was, right now you go to the website, you register, right? Previously, you go to the website, you click, and you're on Zoom.
Oh, so you were getting overwhelmed.
So it's not overwhelmed, but like there were just malicious people, like Zoom bombers. Like, remember during the pandemic, people like school, they would Zoom bomb. People would just use, there's bot out there that sniff out Zoom calls that has no protection, and it would just join, and then it would put like really horrific pictures on there, or they would come on and people would be
Oh.
cussing all that. So I when that happened to me, I'm like, okay, I'm not doing that. But of course, I was planning it. I thought my channel only at that time, I think probably have like, I don't know, 30 subscribers or something. So I thought nobody's gonna do that. Obviously, it's not people doing it. It's just bots out there
Right,
sniffing
right,
out
right.
the call link, right?
But
So
why?
now
What's
what
the
I do is,
purpose?
people just
Yeah.
dumb being dumb. And so
a lot of this pandemic stuff I didn't experience because I was working in a field at the time that was basically
you were still working.
I was unaffected, completely unaffected.
yeah.
Completely. Through the whole thing, I was, yeah.
Working is normal.
I was at a rock quarry, and like construction didn't stop. The pandemic didn't actually stop like road construction, all that stuff was still consistent, and I just
still happening.
I went to work every day through all of it and seen trucks coming in daily all day long. The only thing that was maybe affected was that occasionally somebody would be sick and wouldn't be there, like a particular driver or whatever.
Yeah.
So a lot of this pandemic stuff I'm not privy to. Like when you talk about Zoom bombing, I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
What
is that? Yeah. Well,
I don't know. What do you think
that
I'm
was
talking about?
happening to schools because people were just putting meeting links out there on the internet, and then the bot would sniff those, and if there's unprotected Zoom links, it will get it would they would join. So it actually happened while it was live. Aaron, the teacher, what is it called? The
Teacher tangents.
teacher tangent
Yeah.
was live with me, and he had to witness the ugly sight that we both saw. And I have to very quickly cut the stream, and then and fix all how people join. But that said, I was surprised by how many people actually do join and take the trouble to actually register and then get the
Through
link
the way
and,
you've
and
set it up
call
now.
week after week. Yeah. And so I had that planned. I just thought, while I only have 30 subscribers, nobody's gonna Zoom bomb me. But of course that's not the case. Learned it the hard way, but now I've
'Cause
got
it's got nothing to do with your
process set up.
subscribers.
Yeah, exactly. So now people just need to register, and I'm pretty clear with people that if you want to join, make sure you give me a heads up in the chat, because occasionally I'll still have people joining, but I don't know who they are, and if it looks suspicious, or if I
Right.
respond back to them, I email back to them and say, hey, just want to make sure that you're not a bot, let me know. And then if they never responded back to me, I just don't approve them.
They're not getting added. So
Yeah,
do you pay for that aspect?
It's part of the Zoom subscription that I pay for.
Okay,
So
okay.
the registration of event is part of it.
That's what I was.
So
I
the
think
only
that-
thing
Me and Kevin had a question last night. We just never asked was if you paid for Zoom to use it the way you're using it. Like if we wanted to do that, if we wanted to have 5 to 10 people on, would we have to pay or?
If you use interview mode, you can have up to 10 people. So
I don't.
you
Yeah,
can just use interview mode. Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do for now. Because
yeah.
I don't
But
think
for
I'm
you, are
ever
you
gonna
talking about
want.
Zoom?
Yes.
Zoom, I think have up to 300 people. Not that I would want to do that, but
Can you
I can
imagine?
have up to 300 people. Yeah. So what happened is I have a layout. Ecamm has a limitation. Thank goodness. They allow 10 connections to come in as video sources. So what I can do is I have a layout on my show where I have 10 guests, including me. So that would be 11,
Yeah.
plus an active speaker. So this is what I like about Zoom is
The
you
active
can always
speaker
have
thing
an
is
active
really
speaker.
cool. I really like, and that's only in Zoom, right? Not in
Only
that's
in
not part
Zoom,
of Ecamm.
yeah. Correct,
That's cool
they
because
utilize the functionality of the API of Zoom to make that as a function.
it
I
makes them-
requested for that.
the active speaker makes that person fill up the whole screen, right?
It's essentially it's another camera. So you know how you have 10 guests, so you have 10 guests that come in, and that is the max I can add. But if
Yeah.
I have the 11th guest come in who want to speak, while the 10 guests are still up there, I can add them as I use the active speaker as a 11th guest, because and whoever is speaking, it will show up on that camera source as active
Yeah.
speaker. So if I have a layout of the 10 guests plus me, the host, so 11 people, the 12th spot is my active speaker. So essentially, whoever the 30th guests who want to speak, when they speak, the picture show up there.
Yeah.
Because on Ecamm, I can tell it to whoever is on the camera source on the camera. Don't put them when they speak. Don't put them in the active speaker. I think it's a very smart feature.
Yeah.
So
no,
that
it's really
allows people to see another person, rotating person, because you want to take Q&A and you don't want to add each person at a time. Let's say if you have a meeting of 200
I just
people.
like how it does that. Shows like full screen on the one that's talking. That's just that's
Yeah,
something
yeah.
that
It
I
can-
do from time to time manually.
Yes. And yes, if you can, and you can also include active speaker. I did. Well, you just took yourself
No.
away, right?
Yeah. I was just
Okay.
giving an example. Yeah.
So when I do that, you can also include yourself in the active speaker as well. If you don't want to touch your switcher, you just want an automatic a room of 5 people talking, you
Yeah.
don't want to have to change camera, you just turn on include yourself in the active speaker and then just leave it up there, and then it's just gonna, whoever speaks, it's gonna take over. You don't have to do any
That's
switching.
cool. So like if you I'm just throwing you back on. If I started speaking, it would do that for me, and then whoever that I just love that. I think it's a neat
Yeah.
feature.
I requested that feature immediately as I signed up for Ecamm, and they just don't have that built into their system, their server essentially hosting all the calls. And then of course, when I found out that Zoom is coming and I know Zoom can do it, of course it's part of that Zoom. That's why I just dove right into the Zoom, using Zoom as part of Ecamm.
They've got some incredible power to be able to, because they're handling all of that interview thing on their servers, and
Yeah.
there could be who knows how many people doing what you do every Tuesday night. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having 12,
Which
10,
is why
8.
it's a paid. Which is why it's a paid. It's a pro feature.
Do you mind me asking what you
because
pay for that? Because I'm just
for
curious.
for Ecamm or for
Zoom.
Zoom. Zoom, I just looked up. I just have it right here. It's $18.33 a month.
So that seems to be
that
the
is
magic
if you pay manually.
number, like $20, $20 to $30 a month
Yeah.
for most of
Yeah.
these subscriptions. What's
and,
up,
and
Ken?
that is up to
North
300.
Pole News Dispatch. Just saying hi to him.
I can.
Um,
So yeah, so I'm trying to look for what the annual price is, but it's about $18.33, and that comes with 1080
Which is
video
fine.
signal for my
Yeah.
guests. But if you pay the cheaper one, the 1416 per month one, the pro level, that does not have 1080. That's 720. Your guest has 720,
Yeah.
which I started with 720 for the longest time.
Which is probably not that bad. Yeah.
It's not that bad, especially when you have that many guests. Your guest is just, unless they're like doing what you're doing, like a split screen.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know. I think interview mode is it 1080 or
Yeah.
720?
Oh,
I think it's like, am I coming in 720? I need to find out Ecamm if
I'm
I
checking
don't
right
know
now.
that answer. Yeah. So for the pro level, you get 720, which I did for years until Zoom enable business call, a business account to individual accounts. Previously, to have a business account, you have to have at least 10
720.
accounts. 720, yeah. So you guys are watching it at 720. So if you want 1080, then there's another benefit to having
Now,
Zoom.
does that put me out as 720 as well, or is it just my interview?
No, you just me. Your guests will be 720.
So then they think
So-
that your guest has a crappy.
Yeah, but you know, most like nobody complains. Can you
No,
guys tell that
it doesn't
our
look that bad.
pictures? Yeah, I think I mean, looking back, but my nerdy side is like, of course I want 1080. So
Right.
as soon as Zoom allow 1080 with an individual account, I
You're gonna
upgraded
do
that
it,
because I do a lot of split screen, right? When it's split screen and my picture, I get my video signal comes from my camera to Ecamm as a 4K image, and then when I bring it into Ecamm, I only live stream Ecamm in 1080. So it's
Yeah.
down.
So it brings it
what's
down
it
to
called?
1080.
Yeah, it brings it down to 1080. So down convert. So my picture is crisp. So when my guess is 720, I can see it. My guests probably don't care. None of them had complained that they wanted my guess to be sharper, but it bugs me. So I went for it when I can.
Yeah.
But it's definitely not an essential thing.
So right now,
But you know,
It's
if you get to
now-
a point that
so-
you want
and
to
it's even
do
showing-
Zoom, we can
it's
talk.
got
man.
you degraded big time right now, and it's reflecting in the
I
live
can
stream.
see it too.
Yeah. And we're at an hour and a half.
I also wonder if because drop frame. So if I
Yep.
I wonder if I should drop and then come back in to see if it helps. So I have a theory. If you give me 1 minute, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Or
Go ahead,
maybe
do it.
10
do it.
seconds.
Yep.
I'll come back to see.
So yeah, we're at an hour and a half, and we're finally seeing some sort of issue. He's got a theory. We're gonna see if the guests come out and come back in.
It's still a bit soft.
It's better.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave. I'm going to reboot my Chrome browser because I think it has something to do with the browser. And I'll come back
Oh,
and explain a little bit
Okay,
more.
yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm going to hang out. I'll
Yep.
be back.
So he's gonna try that and see if it's got something to do with his Chrome browser. But see, even this, I mean, we didn't experience a problem until after an hour and a half. I don't like the fact that there's an issue at all. Dropping frames or people having to get out and come back in. That what's the word I'm looking for? Messes up the rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just takes the wind out of your sails. There's what I'm looking for. You're the way you felt in the live stream is just kind of deflated. All right, he's back.
Okay, I'm still a little soft. I
It
can
still
see.
looks the same, yeah. It looks way
And
better
I
than
wonder if it's your browser.
Oh, could be. Well, I've also got like
Yeah.
a ton of crap open too. So what do you suggest?
But I think my
close out Chrome?
idea is, well, 'cause since you're hosting a show, I don't know if you can do that.
yeah, no, I can close
but-
out Chrome. I just did.
But I wonder if it's not Chrome. I wonder if it's the infrastructure behind it. When you have an extended time of call, it's just using up your memory and cache, and
Too much
therefore
stuff.
it's not as smooth.
So I'm closing out
Um,
like all the stuff that was open, just to
Yeah.
see.
So
Click
because
that.
because it doesn't go through. It might still be a memory thing because it is yours is built into Ecamm. On my
Right.
end, it's Chrome.
It's still
So
Chrome. Or
so
whatever you. Yeah.
that is another thing. But I think if we also join the call before we start the live stream also, so which means we've been in this meeting mode for a
Probably
little
almost
bit
like
before
2 hours.
even prior, like at least 30 minutes before we start going live. So that might be the cause of it too. Do they still are they still seeing the picture degradation on my end on my
Not
picture?
sure.
I
It
wonder.
looks like it might.
Can you guys let us know?
It says there's 7 people watching, but the only one I see commenting is Ernesto.
Yeah, I see it too. But you guys, if you're still watching, if you see if Clay's image, your image should be good because you're
Yeah.
coming directly from your camera.
From my.
If you guys see my picture softer and a little blurrier, let us know.
it
but it
doesn't
just
look
started
bad
happening.
now. Now that I've been staring at it for a few minutes, it looks fine.
It says yes, so I think it probably is still bad.
Yes, they're
But
still
so-
seeing
so
it.
here-
Yeah.
What is this about?
So this
Um,
is just a learning experience. There is no real subject other than Ecamm. This is about live streaming with Ecamm. We've just kind of been going over problems or issues. We both really love Ecamm. I recently have experienced every single time I went live, my guests at random times would freeze, and then it would kick them out of the interview, and they would have to come back in. And we did. I think, right, John, that we came up with that we might have fixed that. But
That was one of our troubleshooting processes to
Yeah.
try and see if we can improve your Ethernet connection. And it seems to be working, but we'll have to test it for a few times. So tell Clay to go on live more often using Ecamm, and then we can
Yeah.
test it out to see if that's the issue or not.
that's okay. So Dr. Charlie K, Ecamm is a software that is for Mac only, and it is a streaming software. So you can live stream with Ecamm. It's great because rather than using a web-based or a browser-based streaming software, Ecamm you download, and it's basically baked into your MacBook or your Mac, whatever you
Native
have.
to your computer, yeah.
It's native,
Yeah.
and it's
A
very
native app.
very modular. Oh, there it goes.
What?
I hit my mouse on the edge of my thing, and it got rid of the screen, and I'm like, what happened?
The
It's
chat,
very
yeah.
modular, so you can move things around to like whatever works for you, and you can't do that with any other streaming software. So that's what Ecamm is.
Yeah, so that would be another thing that because it's a possibility, but if you can do everything with the software that you have, why pay for another additional service that you don't think you're going to get any benefit from? My issue is I get a lot of benefit from, I don't have to think about Zoom call quality. Everything is handled with Zoom server, and that
Right.
is what I like about it. That is what they do best, is to host calls and seminar and webinar and all that. And Ecamm just let Zoom do what they do best, and then Ecamm does what
What
they
it
do
does best,
best.
yeah.
And therefore, you get the benefit on both sides. The only downside is you also have to pay subscription on both sides. But I'm the cheapskate. You can ask Charles about it. Like, for the longest time, I knew about Ecamm even before they have subscription. You can just buy the software outright. And I just refused to buy it because I don't want to pay for it. I was using OBS for years, and
Yeah.
I just host all my callers, all my guests were just on Google Hangout, or back then was Google Meet, and
Google
I
Meet.
would just do screen capture of the Google Meet window from my browser and use that as my guest. And
So
it worked.
Speaking of mentioning OBS, I did want to tell Dr. Charlie that just chimed in, asking questions. OBS is a software, you may be familiar with that. If not, I'm going to go ahead and just fill you in. That does the same basic thing. Matter of fact, the two, OBS and Ecamm, are very, very similar, except for the modularity of Ecamm. They both are very similar in what they do and what they offer, except OBS is free, and you can still do all of this with OBS. And I know a lot of people who do it very successfully. I have a hard time with it because OBS is like you're all four in. Like there's a lot of work. Whereas this, a lot of it is made simpler and easier and quicker, shortcuts, things like that.
Jess was mentioning about the audio not
Yeah.
synced up, and I think it's probably on my end because my video source was Ecamm, but then my audio source was Rodecaster, so I think sometimes that would throw that off a little bit. So
you
what
look,
I'm
you
gonna
look
do
fine
is
on my
I'm gonna
on my screen.
you can see the image probably change a little bit, and now I'm getting the directly from my camera now instead of from Ecamm, which means I can't utilize the switching that I'm able to do with Ecamm. So earlier I was switching cameras to my Rodecaster and all that. I can't do that now, but
Yeah.
this should hopefully solve the audio out of sync issue.
Yeah, it looks good here. So I haven't, because there has been times when I've noticed audio out of sync with both of us, but I think we're good. Yeah, OBS is definitely a longer learning curve. It's great though.
Yeah.
It's just you really got to do a lot of work to make it do what a lot of these streaming softwares do. For sure.
Thank you, Lewis.
You look perfect. Yeah.
Notice.
It does look good. Thank you. Good.
freezing, okay.
Yeah, I love the way Ecamm looks. If you ever go on YouTube and you look up like Ecamm's channel and look up, they've got so many people that are doing different podcasts and live streams, and they're using Ecamm. Every single one of them just looks, really good to me. They all look good. The colors look nice. The software looks nice. The layout looks nice. He said the audio sync is good.
and you can do now that I switch it. So I always knew that that's the issue, but sometimes if I want to do quick switching, talking to you right now is not as important, but if I on my show I have to, on my show it won't be an issue because I'm the one running
But I also
the
think a lot of
software.
it has to
So
do
I
with
won't be using picked video coming
the
from
server.
Ecamm.
It's not always your fault or my fault. Sometimes it's just a server issue.
This one is because there's always a latency because of what happened is video already takes longer to travel than sound, right? And
Yeah.
so video always if I'm serving you, I'm going into your show with a video that comes through my camera and then go into Ecamm. Ecamm processes it, mixes it, and then send it back out to you. And then the sound just straight coming from my Rodecaster to you, there will be a slight out of sync.
Yeah, because the
it just
video's
takes a few milliseconds longer.
So
Yeah.
with OBS,
So-
and I'm sure Ecamm has it. Yeah, they do have it. There's delay, so you can delay your audio a little bit so that it gives the video time to catch up.
Yeah, you can delay it. Yeah, exactly. Yes, you can delay your mic a little,
Yeah.
which I actually have the delay, and maybe that's part of that.
Oh, I do
is
too. I think I'm
f-
like 3.
I have 5 frames delay. Oh, okay, yeah, I have 5 frames delay on my
I'm at
Ecamm
3.
setup.
Because
yeah,
that's normal. You're
Yes,
gonna have to.
typical,
You know what I mean?
and it takes
Yeah.
that long. Okay, so I have to upgrade my computer, and that's something that I'm not sure if you go to Zoom, that is going to be to host your call, if that's going to be an issue or not. For me, I was hosting my regular podcast, not the Learner to Learner channel, my other thing that I do monthly. My guests, I bulk record 4 shows, and each show is an hour and a half, and I do it from 7 a.m. all the way until 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And
Yeah.
I have guests coming in and out. Typically, I have an average about 8 to 10 people for every show. So, and they are random. Like, some people come in and they have to register too. But I find my M1 Mac, my M1 MacBook Pro 14-inch was not able. I mean, it's still handling it, but I can hear the fan noise. And because it's a laptop, it's right here. And I don't like hearing the fan noise because when I went away from Intel Mac, when I was using my laptop with an Intel Mac, it was so loud. All my recordings have my fan noise and then I hated it. So
Yeah.
when I started hearing my M1 Mac, MacBook Pro having the fan noise, it bugs me so much that last year or 2 years ago,
You
I got
were hearing it with your
the
M1?
G4. Yeah, I was pushing it so hard. Yeah,
That's what I'm on.
I was
can't-
hosting 10 calls, 10 people on Zoom using Ecamm
That's
and
a
having
lot.
all the layout. Yeah, it's a lot.
So far, I'm
what I
knock
did
on wood,
was
I'm still good.
yeah. If you so I'd say upgrade when it's bothersome. Like it's bothering me so much to the point where I upgraded my Mac Mini because I just couldn't stand hearing the fan noise, even though nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
I can hear it and it bugs me.
Right. And if it bugs you, that's going to reflect. They're going to see that you're.
Yeah, because I'm like
Yeah.
like half of me is like
Yeah. Well, I show my emotions. I wear them on my sleeve, and when I start stressing, like you guys were saying last night, Kevin was like, "Oh, I can see whatever he said. I can see it on his face." I do. I just I get like I can't hide it. But it's not gonna. I don't want to have to buy a new computer because this computer that I have was a blessing, and I could not. I don't think I could afford to buy this right now. Today's market.
yeah.
Like,
Well, right now especially. I mean,
Yeah.
Apple just raised all their prices. So yeah, it's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, I'm gonna keep my computers for a little bit as long as I can.
Yeah, I'm still.
Right
It's
now.
an M1 Max, like what you have. There's a 16-inch M1 Max, or MacBook Pro. I can't say it. MacBook Pro M1 Max, and I am so far so good. But this thing's beefed up.
When did you get? Have you had it for a while?
I got it brand new. So I've had it 5 years.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's the
I-
same as my my M1, but mine is a 14-inch. Yeah.
My employer bought it when I was working, and I did a couple safety videos for them. He sent me to different places in the country, and I made some stuff. And when I left, he was like, "Dude, you can keep that. You earned it." So
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, I couldn't.
That's
this
awesome.
is-
That's a great machine.
It's got a 1 terabyte hard drive and 64 gigs of RAM.
Wow, that's
Or-
cool.
or
That's really good.
unified
That's
memory.
almost the same configuration. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have the same on my laptop as well.
Yeah, there's no.
My MacBook Pro.
I'm not going out tomorrow and buying this. I'm like, no, I can't afford that.
But that's another thing that you want to keep in mind too is if there are some benefit, which sort of is kind of
Oh. So it just cut. I don't know if it cut him off or if something happened on accident, but he is gone just like that. Oh, there he is. What happened?
Whoop, that happened, but I'm able to rejoin.
Oh,
What happened there? So
I don't know.
I got disconnected. It showed me
that was like
rejoin, but
you didn't freeze. Nothing. There was no like warning. You were
oh
just
okay.
boom,
I feel
gone.
yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, but it.
But you know
what
what?
I was saying
we're
that
we're
oh,
pushing it. So what's that?
yeah, I don't know. It's
Oh, it's
still
Phil.
Somebody's call.
It's
Oh,
Phil,
okay.
but it's
Phil's
his
back.
OBS virtual camera.
Okay. But we're saying that we were kind of casually comparing Zoom versus the interview mode. If you do
Yeah.
use Zoom, And you don't have that issue. I don't think you're gonna have that issue because you're not gonna have like 10 people calling in
No,
at
I'm
once.
not.
So it may not even if you use Zoom, it may not be as you're not pushing your machine as much as I am pushing mine.
Right, right. Oh, there he is. Let's see. Okay.
I
There
figured
you
I
go.
would test fate. Can you hear
Well,
me okay?
so yeah, we can hear you. He's been John's been wait, have you been booted twice now?
One time.
One time.
I've been booted once. Booted once when right before Phil called, and my picture quality got bad, and so I dropped off, and then.
But
came
is it
back
fair
again.
to say that we're asking a lot of Ecamm because that was at the like hour and a half mark?
Yeah, it's almost 2 hours because we joined the call 30
Oh,
minutes before.
So
our
we've
live
actually probably
stream.
been on for and this is a good test, 2 hours and
Yeah.
25 minutes.
It's interesting because
dear.
as soon as my
The
window
latency
popped
is
up,
huge
the
on
resolution,
Phil.
Yeah.
my latency.
Yeah. It's nothing you're doing wrong, we're sure, but yeah, it's like really bad.
Oh,
You're probably coming through OBS, and we were just talking about. You're probably coming from OBS, right? Or how are you
No.
feeding your camera into? Because your audio comes.
I
Your
think
picture
it's
and audio.
I think because I was really pushing my luck. This is a cheap Prime Day XLR to USB cable with a converter built into it. So
Now it's matches
maybe,
again. It's in sync again.
Oh, so now
You're
it's
good
not.
now.
Now it's in
Oh
sync?
yeah,
Now
now
it's in
you're
sync.
you're in sync.
Yeah.
Okay. So this I think I paid $1.75 for this on Amazon Haul, and it has the converter built into it. So it's basically just going from my XLR
To a
into
USB.
the
USB?
USB on my Mac. Yeah, USB-C.
Oh, so it's probably that maybe it's on that end that it's trying to sync up. But you're good now.
But what I was going to say was that as soon as Clay popped me in, the resolution of all three of us dropped. So when it was just you and John, the image in the stream was sharp on my stream. And now as soon as I'm there, it's like
So on
everybody's
So everybody's
480p.
seeing a lower quality.
well, what I'm
Yeah.
seeing, I've got it running on my phone over here, and it doesn't look as good on that. But looking at it right here on my phone, it looks crystal clear. It's like it looks gorgeous.
So I don't know where when you said that the quality drop, Phil, are you talking about what you're seeing in the meeting window, or you're
Oh,
watching
you know what?
YouTube
Yeah.
separately?
in Ecamm interface, in the Ecamm
Oh,
okay, yeah.
link that I dialed in. You're right. When,
So
when I
which-
click back to the live
again, makes
stream,
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it may
Okay.
not affect the live stream. Yeah.
I've just never seen that before because we do 3 with Joe and Clay and I on our bi-weekly show, and I've never noticed the resolution drop like this before.
Hmm.
But I mean, it looks fine on the stream.
Yeah,
So-
it does. But so and if it, looks
It
fine
may
on
have
the
had
stream,
something to do. It may have something to do with the fact that we also been on this call for like this connection, right? For
yeah, almost 2.5
since,
hours.
Yeah, and over time it might degrade. Which,
Degrade.
you know,
Yeah,
Mm.
that's okay.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked this works at all, quite honestly.
That cord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and Ecamm. Oh, hey, Lewis. I'm good. I'm good. I finally got rid of that migraine. I had a 2-day migraine. I didn't log on to tell everybody my health problems though. So,
yikes.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually getting kind of getting ready to like go chill out.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, we
not because
pushed
you
it
just
for
got
2.5
on,
hours.
Phil, but because my
Hey.
butt hurts. Like I
No,
have
don't
been
worry
sitting
about it.
here for like because I came up before you joined you called in, John, and we talked for about 35 minutes before we went live. So I've been sitting here for like almost 4 hours, 3.5 hours. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I came
No,
over
it's
here.
good. I mean, this is a good this is a good test for the connection.
Yeah.
Keep doing it. I think if you clock in for like another 3 or 4 more, and then maybe you can at least feel more confident that it will
I'll
consistently
feel better. Yeah.
connect.
What were you gonna say, Phil?
Yeah.
I said, well, the only reason I'm really over here was I'm supposed to be doing photography of a projector, so
Oh.
I've got work to do. I mean, of course, I came over here first to support you, Clay. But
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I got work to do.
But it's still early for you. It's 8:30, 8:25. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah. See?
Remember, I start my day at 6 a.m. though, so it's been a long day.
Yeah.
It's
He's
gonna
over
be
there where
even
the
longer.
where the sun sets.
Yeah, I sold a drill, so there's.
Oh,
that,
hey.
you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
We had quite a few people in here tonight. It was some Dr. Charles. I don't know if he's a real doctor.
For not
but-
scheduling it. I mean,
Dr.
for
Charlie? Yeah.
scheduling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was very helpful. That was
That's good. Do more. Doesn't have to be me. You just need to use the software.
Yeah, yeah.
Clay, I think Bark is onto something, and he's not the only creator that's noting that lives. People, I think, are craving live. You know, they just like it.
Agree.
you know?
Yeah.
They'll leave if you bore them, but
Of course. Yeah.
But, you
But
know.
I think that's true because I like them. The thing is as a you, the more you do, the more you'll realize this too. As a creator, as a live stream host, the more you do, the less you watch.
Yeah.
Like you're spending less and less time watching people's content and more time. That's what I'm always doing. I'm always teaching myself something, working on something, and then somebody will go like, you mentioned Joe's video that he put out, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, I haven't even seen that yet. You know?
Hey, you got plenty of time. It's only 4 years old, man. So you're good.
What? No, the one that he just put up. You said.
No, he put it out 4 years ago. The one
Oh,
on
never
the,
mind.
on
I
the-
got plenty, yeah.
with the mic activators from I forget the name of the company that Triton.
Oh,
They sent him like.
I thought you were
6 of
talking
them.
about something new, and I was
No,
like,
that's
oh
why.
my god, I haven't
That's why
seen
he
it.
was. That's why he was giving me a little shit about oh, Phil finally got around to watching it. I'm like, well, yeah, but I liked it. It was good.
Well, John, thank you again.
Of course, my pleasure.
It's much
mean,
appreciated.
Take care.
It's
Have a good
fun
night.
and relearn
Oh, you don't have to hang up yet,
relearn
Phil.
all
Just-
the stuff.
No, okay.
unless you want to. I mean, yeah, I know you got work to do, so I'm just
always got work
thanking
to do.
John because I sent him an email today. Like I say thank you probably more than I need to. I say it in my videos all the time, and I always feel stupid saying it. You'll see me laugh because I am grateful for help. I'm grateful for subscribers and viewers, and I'm very thankful. I enjoy doing this. What?
That's good.
Oh no, I was just trying to get my camera to focus. That's all. I turned on the autofocus. It's one of the other things that I have to do. What is my?
I don't know. We're just. I don't know.
Live long
you
and
can zoom,
prosper.
like some camera you can zoom out.
You can
and
zoom out.
in
Oh,
with
you
that
like
gesture,
the
yeah.
gestures.
Yeah, some PTs
Yeah, I look-
would do that.
I looked it up. If outsider Jess, oh no, she's not still in the chat, but
No.
Ecamm has no Easter egg
Oh.
shortcuts.
I'm sitting here and I've got this thing like over over his face. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, he said.
Well, you can do that. Okay, I'm gonna lift this. Do this with me. I'm gonna lift it up. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna push it over. I'm gonna
It's
push it
magic.
over to Phil's face.
I gotta grab it.
This is the
It's like-
nonsense that we do when you have a software that you can live. Yeah, there you go.
Reverse.
Oh, he wants to push it down. There you go. But thanks, Ernesto, for becoming the second member on the channel. I appreciate it. And it's like I said, as soon as I get some more, I'll start trying to structure some stuff for each level.
Yeah.
So thank you.
It's amazing that you've got. We started off with 0 viewers because we're on private.
I know, and now it's
But,
5.
so make sure you come back for the replay because we had like 20 minutes of conversation.
We did.
Then we realized we were on private, so
Yeah.
you have to go watch the
'Cause
first 20 minutes.
I pulled it up on YouTube and I looked over and I'm like, it's got the why? Oh, and I'm like, it's on private. It had the little lock on it or whatever, you know. So
Yeah, yeah.
You know, Clay. You
Anyway,
could- you
great.
could
Thanks
do
for having me.
You could, do,
It was fun.
you could do member calls.
yeah,
You could do
no, I
member
plan.
calls as a reward.
I want to do that. So I if anybody gets interested in it, there, you know how there's 3 levels for members. The 3rd level is something where, and I gotta think of how to structure it, but it's going to be kind of like a teaching level, where if you're willing to do the top membership, we'll actually do like the word is escaping me. Workshops. Workshops on editing, creating thumbnails, putting it all together. But I don't want to just do like every person one at a time. I'm thinking like, when I get a group of like 5 people that are wanting to do that, we'll do it.
If
each
and
month or
when
something.
I ever reach monetization, I can guarantee you I will never be doing that. After having spent a professional career teaching people, I don't want to teach anybody anything again.
Well, I might get to
Understand.
that point, but right now I'm not. Right now I love sharing the
Yeah.
knowledge. So
Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic, and more power to you. Because more people like you that do that, the more
John-
times I can
John's
refer
one of
people
them.
to you.
yeah.
Well, I refer people to John every time somebody pops up in my Facebook feed that has questions about Roadcaster. I'm like, you need to check out this channel, Learner, John.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. It's very
so I will
appreciated.
promote the shit out of you. I'm good at that.
Thank you.
All right, John,
So
Phil, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yep.
It's been a long.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks,
a
everyone,
long-
for staying online and watch us.
Yeah. So we'll do this again soon. I'm not gonna give any announcement as to when. I'm just gonna say goodnight. You guys want to say goodnight, and then I'm gonna hang it up.
good night.
Good night. Happy July 4th.